Bahamas Tonight Northern Edition starts now.
This is the Bahamas Tonight, the Northern Edition. Good evening. I'm Natalia Hall. Thank you so much for tuning in. Topping the news, the Grand Bahama Port Authority investing in the economy of Grand Bahama through an entrepreneurship program. It is called Capital Arena, and for the past few weeks, candidates have benefited from an intense training program spearheaded by top leaders in the port to prove that they are business worthy. This morning, a press conference was held at the GBPA to announce the successful candidates. The Grand Bahama Port Authority's Capital Arena program was created to assist entrepreneurs who are looking to start or grow their business. The GBPA received some 99 submissions. That number was narrowed down to 18 for the semifinal round, but in the end, only 8 winners were selected. President of the GBPA, Ian Roll, says the competition was competitive, exciting, and challenging.
I use the word challenging not to mean difficult, but to convey that they were more detailed and well planned, and the ideas were very innovative. As judges, it challenged us to examine the proposals more creatively during the scoring process. Furthermore, we were pleased by the number of millennials that submitted proposals in this cohort, and the kinds of businesses they introduced. I believe that if we can provide opportunities for this generation of entrepreneurs, Freeport will have a very bright and thriving economy.
Senior Manager of Business Development Derek Newbold and Chief Financial Officer Deanne Seymour congratulating the group on a job well done.
This cohort has probably been the most competitive cohort we've had thus far. You made our jobs as judges extremely difficult.
As an entrepreneur, your journey is just beginning. I trust that you have received and will apply the various critiques offered by the judges during your presentations. You will find these recommendations beneficial to your businesses.
The 8 winners will now go through an 8-week training program at the University of the Bahamas.
We're focusing on financial management and marketing. So, not only is the Port Authority interested in getting you started, they're also putting things into place to help you to succeed.
Some of the participants shared their experience and thanked the GBPA for the opportunity.
It actually brought a lot of clarity to myself about where I want to go with my business, because I was forced to sit down and put this stuff on paper, and it wasn't just ideas running around in my head. So I'm thankful for that.
I did not think I was going to be chosen, to be honest. I don't feel like I did that well, but I am very grateful for the opportunity, just for being able to stand in front of you guys and be able to present my idea.
So I am just elated to be a part of such an organization that is so instrumental here in Grand Bahama in moving and shaking and doing wondrous things, and now they're reaching out to us.
Thank you for, just being able to, share all of this information, the resources and knowledge that we're going to get from this opportunity. I mean, there is so far that you can go with it, and, we're going to go pretty far.
Each participant received up to $15,000. In total, some $55,000 was shared among the group. Now the business plans and project proposals for the 3rd cohort of Capital Arena will be presented in November of this year. Italia Hall, ZNS Network News. The local souvenir industry is a multi-million-dollar business, but there's been a constant cry for more Bahamian products that reflect our heritage, creativity, and passion. The Bahamas Agricultural and Industrial Corporation is playing a role in the development of things Bahamian. The latest effort, a conch shell carving workshop. Jay Philippe reports.
The Bahamas Agriculture and Industrial Corporation is hosting conch shell carving workshop over the next 10 days at the Grand Bahama Arts and Crafts Center located on East Sunrise Highway. The purpose of this workshop is to train persons in the production of Bahamian-made products utilizing natural resources and to create employment for those in the souvenir, gift, and craft industry. The Minister for Agriculture and Marine Resources, the Honorable Michael Pintard, says that conch shells has tremendous opportunities and urged participants to be creative.
We have a way of taking our natural resources, exporting it to some other people so that they could make money from it. So what we get is a little bit of money for packing the shells to make it available to somebody else to send halfway around the world for them to refine it. And the truth is, we are as creative as anyone else anywhere else in the world. So the question is, if they have found a way to refine it, and we don't know that way, and in many cases we do, why don't we just take a plane ride to see what they're doing, how they're doing? Because obviously many of persons have done that to the Bahamas. They have come here to understudy us, and then they have produced things that in the quantity and at a price point we have not been able to produce.
Minister Pintar challenging the participants to collaborate to create an army of entrepreneurs to transform the Bahamian economic landscape as it relates to conch shells.
If you have a cooperative of artisans that will enlarge your bargaining voice when you speak to central government, to municipal government, which is the Grand Bahama Port Authority, when you speak to Carnival, to Royal Caribbean, Cruise Line, and Hutchison Whampoa, because all of them will need to design and decorate and enhance their properties. And we will insist that you are included in those discussions.
The workshop will be conducted by April Martin, a well-known conch shell entrepreneur from New Providence. April has decades of experience in the industry.
They're going to be creating earrings. They're going to be creating pendants for necklaces, hand chains, cufflinks, bag zippers, figurines. I mean, it's beyond. The sky is the limit beyond the creations that you can create from the different shells.
Sessions of the workshop will include concepts of cutting conch shell, introduction to business and marketing sessions, grind and shape cutting sessions, and packaging sessions, just to name a few. I'm Jay Philippe, ZNS Network News.
Thanks, Jay. In other news, another group of young Bahamians successfully graduating from the National Training Agency program this week. The NTA was established in 2013, and to date, over 400 trainees have completed the program in Grand Bahama. The graduation ceremony was held at the Ruby Swiss restaurant. The training agency focuses on providing job preparedness skills for young Bahamians. The latest group was able to get some vital knowledge in the classroom for 4 weeks, followed by hands-on training in the workplace for a period of 10 weeks. Keynote speaker Iram Lewis telling the young people that as they prepare to transition into the next chapter in their lives, they must always remember the organization's motto, people focus, results driven.
Everything that you do from this point on should be centered on these principles. The challenges we face today and in our own society are not insurmountable. However, they become more challenging when we as individuals focus solely on our well-being and progress and not on the well-being and progress of our fellow man.
He told them that self-development must always be high on their list of things to do.
Continually seeking knowledge and experience must become habitual if you want to gain a competitive edge in today's marketplace. Gone are the days when you could acquire a skill and rest assured that for the rest of your life, that acquired skill will take you through. Those days are gone. In fact, it is said nowadays that before you can pay off your student loan on the bachelor degree that you would have earned, that degree is now null and void. That's how fast the world is changing.
And he's encouraging all young people to not only think big, but to plan big as well.
Research, network, strategize, and continually develop yourself. Go after the things you were told you couldn't have and prove the naysayers wrong. When the voice in your head tells you you can't, just do it, and that voice will be silenced forever.
Certificates were then given to the graduates. The maintenance department in the Ministry of Public Works receiving first-hand training by the Bahamas Striping Company to enhance their skills and improve the road for the motoring public. The training exercise took place in the Hunters area. Romiko Knowles was there.
Caribbean Paper and Solutions is a member of the Bahamas Striping Company, supplying the government with environmentally friendly green coal patch, which is the material used to fill potholes. Officer in charge of the Ministry of Works in Grand Bahama, Tony Hudson Bannister, says in the past they have tested many materials, and the company's product has proven to be the most durable.
So far we've done work with them in the past. They have provided all of the thermoplast striping for the back to school exercises for all government schools throughout Grand Bahama, and we're working on trying to get paving in the Western District as well as those areas that tend to be troublesome in the east, and we're looking forward to the installation of cat eyes along those dangerous roads in those outskirts areas.
In addition, Hudson says the Ministry of Works is conversing about meeting the needs of motorists traveling in dark areas, particularly in the Western and Eastern District. On hand for the training exercise, the Member of Parliament for Central Grand Bahama, Iram Lewis, says the training exercise is needed.
In the past, I believe those repairing the road simply went, they saw the hole, they poured a coal patch in the hole, as it were, and tamp it down without properly cutting the edges, making a rectangular or square shape, getting all of the loose sediments out before applying the coal patch. So once this is done today properly, our workers at the Ministry of Works will be properly trained, and anyone who would be patching the road, we hope that they will follow in the same manner.
The Member of Parliament for Central Grand Bahama, Iram Lewis, says this is one of the many ways they plan to reduce government spending. He says over the years, government has spent countless amounts of dollars trying to rectify this issue.
Government spend a whole lot of money on coal patch, send it throughout the family islands, and it's not properly placed. After the first squall of rain, there's a washout. Then we have to call the government again for more coal patch. And so if it's done properly, unfortunately for Bahamas Pavement Solution, once it's put down properly, their sales probably would go down. But the real proof of their products will be seen as long as the roads stand up. You will say, well, they have a good product.
Volunteering to conduct the training exercise free of charge, President of the Bahamas Striping Company, Ontario Mitchell, says they wanted to work along with the Ministry of Public Works to ensure that they get the most out of the product.
Training is something that is ongoing. The industry is always evolving, so it's always good for personnel to be trained to stay on top of the new trends in the market. With this particular product, I don't think that, for one, the Ministry of Works definitely need the right tools to be able to do the job correctly. More importantly, they need the know-how, so that's one of the reasons why we're here, so we can show them the tools that is needed to do the job correctly.
Now we are told by members of the Bahamas Striping Company that once completed, the holes should stay patched for 3 years. Ramiko Knowles, ZNS Network News.
Switching gears now, authorities on Grand Bahama need your help in locating Keith Marvin Coakley. Police say he's wanted for fraud. The New Providence resident is of medium brown complexion, dark brown eyes, heavy built, 6 feet tall, and 265 pounds. Police say he has no fixed address. Now, if you know the whereabouts of Keith Coakley, you should contact 911, 919, or the nearest police station. Don't go away, there's more news right after this break.